Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to Moscow. Welcome to another apartment video. Yes, by popular demand and lots of people requesting, I've come to see a one-room apartment. Not the studio, smaller ones. This one is 41 square meters. It's a one-bedroom apartment, basically. It's right behind me. We're gonna go and check it out. It's early evening right now, so it's a little bit hard to see the buildings. There is actually a series of towers here, and these are absolutely brand new buildings, literally brand new. So much so, the one next to it isn't even finished. You can see even in the windows that they've just got lights on, and there's a few people working. This is the lobby area that I want to go inside. There's actually meant to be businesses down here, but they're not open yet. They've actually got the road closed. So this is a absolutely brand new building, a brand new apartment that was just recently finished. And I think it might be interesting to go and check it out together and have a look around and talk about the price. Lots of people have been asking to go and see a little bit bigger apartments. So I think it's time to go see something just that little bit larger. One thing that is interesting, and I've not pointed this out on other videos before, when they build brand new apartments or complexes like this, usually the first shop to open is actually a hardware store or a remodeling store for apartments. And this is just a temporary shop that'll be here for about a year, and then they'll pack up and move to another building and open up there. So all the people who are doing ongoing renovations, especially from the point of getting the keys to moving in, you need to go to the hardware store many times, sometimes twice per day. And these shops are absolutely perfect. They're all very reasonably priced. They're not really any difference in price than going to a large big box hardware store. And it's just at the bottom of the elevator from where your apartment is. So that's super handy. If you're wondering where I am in Moscow, I'm only 16 kilometers from Red Square, or the very center of Moscow. It's about 20 minutes by car, depending on traffic. The nearest metro station is only a 10-minute walk from here, Volgogradsky Prospect. And actually that's how I'll end up getting home from here. I just need to walk to the station. And now from here to my house, it's about an hour and a half because I live on the other side of Moscow. It's not a problem. The apartment complex itself does have underground parking as well. However, if you don't have a car like me, public transport is very close. Coming on inside the lobby, if you were an owner of this apartment or if you were renting it, there is actually a touchscreen interactive display here, and you can scan a QR code to gain entry. You would also have a key fob as well, which you can scan there. And then if perhaps you were a food delivery person, there's a bell to call. And then you can also call up to the apartment as well from this very fancy panel. And just to make it easier, I've got the door open here already. And being that this is a business class apartment, it would have a concierge. Now, because a lot of this building is still under remodeling and there is very few people actually living here right now, and a lot of the apartments are getting constructed, this is a brand new building, literally. There would be a concierge right here. Now the different towers have different names, and we're in Barcelona. They've got different city names as each tower, so you can remember where you've parked, and you can remember which entrance to come in. This is a very nice lobby area. And then over here, the Christmas tree. We're still in holiday mode here. Now, if you were an owner, you would also have a key to the downstairs toilets. There's a men's and ladies toilet here, which is very nice if you're coming home or going out. And then the other thing, which is pin coded to get in, there's actually a pet wash or a dog wash, which is really nice. So if you're coming in from outside in winter and the snow is falling, you can wash your pet off, which is very handy. And then coming down the lobby here, You can see the difference with business class apartments versus other classes in Russia. It's very noticeable. The finish, the doors on the lifts, for instance, are quite different. You really want to know what apartment number you're going to, that's a certainty. Now there is actually underground parking here. I think it's 3 levels of underground parking in total. And then I just want to show you back here the letterboxes. So Russians do get mail. You can probably see how many people haven't moved in by the number of keys in the locks. Now, generally, you only get bills in your mail in Russia, and everything else you'd get delivered to a pickup point. You don't generally get mail delivered to your apartment, and that's why they're very underutilized. They're here. Now, there is actually a second entrance back into the garden area right here. And the other thing they have, and this is also locked, is a bike or pram storage. Now, if this was full of families, this would be absolutely rammed with bikes. There's just a couple of them in here. So that really just proves to you how many people are not living here right now. However, there is some people here, just not as many as you would think, but this is a brand new building. So this is the reason why people don't move in immediately. They're still getting their apartment remodeled. So that takes time from the moment you've got your keys. Let's head on upstairs. Actually, I just realized I didn't come on outside, and there is actually a courtyard between all of the buildings. And it's actually quite nice weather today that you can get a bit of a view. We've had no snow in Moscow for almost 2 weeks. This doesn't even look like winter in Moscow. Now, this lower ground floor here would have different businesses. Now, because again, this is brand new, there is only a couple of them. There's actually a small coffee shop over there. You can actually see the balloons as well. And then there's a cafe also, which is actually nice. Not too sure how many people sit on those hammocks or chairs. You can see some of the other buildings. And then underneath all of these buildings is the connected garage. And it's a really huge parking lot underneath. Of course, you can see how many buildings are here. There's not that many lights on. And the few that do have lights on, there's just people that are doing renovating. And you're able to do it into the evening because most people haven't moved in yet. Coming out of the elevator on level 15, actually the apartment is not that far away. The one thing that you need to get used to is knowing which direction it is when you come out of the elevator. And in this case, we just have to walk around to the left. Now, because quite a lot of the apartments are under construction, there is some of the builders' flooring down right here. And here we are. You can actually see even perhaps the neighbors are doing some work as well. Now, there is some extra shoes outside, so you might see some special guests in just a minute. Let's head on inside. And one interesting thing to note, they actually have a PIN code lock for the door. So if you don't want to use a hard key, which would be right here, you can use a PIN code, which is super interesting. Now, it is customary to take your shoes off, so I've done that already, just to be very polite to the owners of this place. And coming on inside, and as I said before, this is a 1-room apartment, but it's very spacious. So I think, apart from seeing the lounge room right here, or main room, let's just spin around and have a look at the corridor as we've come in. So you've got a little dressing table area, which is also very nice. So you can come in from outside, put your bag down, put your keys and things like that. Also somewhere for your jacket. And the ironing board as well. Very common in most people's apartments. The ironing board is out somewhere. This is where a video screen would be for the opening of the door on the street level. It's not installed yet. That's really from the company that is building this apartment complex. So there is plenty of storage here as well. And this is a little corridor going into a visitor's bathroom. And one thing to note, this might be the first tumble dryer I've seen in Russia in all the years I've lived here. So there's actually a washing machine and then the machine for drying your clothes. And there's a nice huge wardrobe here. So you can blankets, towels, bed sheets, whatever you like. That's very nice. Then on this side, I'm trying to do this in one take. More sheets and storage. You can put all of your cleaning supplies in here. That's very nice. And then coming on into this visitor's bathroom. So the main point of this is you don't have to go to the main bathroom, which will be connected to the bedroom. This is a smart toilet as well. Can you see the dial on it? The actual floor is also heated when you come inside. You have to just trust me on that. And then there is a little sink here. So if visitors come to see you, they can use that toilet rather than going into the main bathroom. Then coming into this main room, a few things to note here. So on the left-hand side, there is a continuation of the kitchen. So there's the oven, microwave, and then this is the built-in fridge and freezer on the bottom right there. So lots of cupboards and storage. Plenty of storage, and all white as well. So you've really got to keep it clean. And then very big sofa right here. And then there's a nice table for 4 people. And then the desk. So of course I'm describing what I'm looking at here, but you can watch this without me speaking if you wanted to. Big TV. And then a desk, you can do some workouts. Now because it's early evening, we can't get a good view out the window. However, there's floor-to-ceiling windows right here. Can we see anything? Not really. We can see off in the distance more buildings. That's a bit of a shame. It gets dark very early here in Russia, so it's difficult to come at a nice time when it's well lit. This table is very nice. Have a look at that. There's actually a little champagne and I think a cognac there as well. And then the kitchen. This is a white gloss finish kitchen, which I do like. However, it can be prone to fingerprints. And a white cooktop as well, induction. And there's actually the extractor fan right there. And then have a look at those overhead cupboards. I don't know how you'd get up there. However, they're there if you need to. Well, there's even utensils here. And a little bit of things for the kitchen. Matching white tap. What do you think so far? We're going to head on into the bedroom in just a second. But lots of space. This is quite a contrast to some of the smaller studio apartments that I've made videos in. Nice big sofa, very nice lighting as well. I hadn't walked in here barring putting my shoes in here beforehand, so I hadn't got a good look around myself, but lots of space. With this being a one-room apartment, you do have a fully separated bedroom, which is really nice compared to some of the studio apartments that I've done, where it's all in one space. So you've got this nice, spacious bedroom. Plenty of room to walk around. It's already made and ready. And then again, you've got this big floor-to-ceiling window in here as well. TV on the wall. Now, I've not managed to figure out how to do it, but there is actually these curtains that open and close via Bluetooth. The actual internet provider is over there on the dressing table. For the heating in here, you've got ducted air conditioning that comes through the flooring. It is also going to have central heating as well in here. So it's actually warm. I've got just a t-shirt on. You don't need anything more than that. And then with the heated floors in the bathrooms, It's more than warm enough. Actually, that's the controller right there, which is very nice. Then coming on into the bathroom. So this would be considered the main bathroom, but really being a one-room apartment or one-bedroom apartment, this would be sometimes considered an ensuite. So depending on where you live, you might reference it like that. Sink, another automatic toilet, and it lights up as well. I wanted to do that. And then also the mirror has a built-in radio, so you can play music in here. Not sure how loud it would be. So there isn't a bath in this apartment, although there would be space to put it on this direction right here. It has a fully enclosed shower though, and then have a look at that rain shower option. This is very nice. It's actually a very big shower space right there. And if you're wondering where all of the technical things are for the apartment, right in the cupboard here. So there is a hot water system in case it's necessary, particularly in summer. In Russia, they do switch off the water from time to time for maintenance. So that's actually the workings for the water. And there is also a heated towel rail. Please let me know in the comments, do you have a heated towel rail, or have you got one? Have you used one? This is a very simple one. It's actually plug-in. A lot of them in Russia are actually connected to the hot water supply to the apartment. And the reason why these are plug-in is because they're not on the common wall where the pipes would be. And that's as simple as why it's like that. So yeah, nice big bathroom, big bedroom. This is very nice. Just a shame we can't see that view, but I think we don't really need to worry about it. What do you think so far? So today I'm actually joined by Yuri.
Hi everybody.
And I think a lot of people know Yuri already. He actually has his own YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description. What's the name of your channel?
Invest Remont.
Invest Remont. Now, Yuri is responsible for this apartment's full remodeling.
Yeah.
And full construction and everything like that. And we're also joined by Maxim today. And Maxim is actually the videographer for Yuri's channel. However, today they've come to make videos themselves, and I've tagged along with you, and I get to make an apartment tour. So this is a little bit different to what you're normally doing, because a lot of your apartments are smaller studio size. Yes. And you were very excited to bring me here to see something a little bit more spacious. And actually, there's so much room right in front of us here. What do you think of this place? You're obviously responsible for it, so you love it, of course.
I like this apartment because we have here 2 toilets.
Right, so the main family bathroom, I like to call that, and then the guest toilet. So it's not needing to go into the bedroom to use the toilet.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing you love is the big windows.
Oh, it's amazing. I like this because I feel it not 41 square meters. I feel in a day more.
Right, because you've got the outside kind of comes inside, right? Yeah. Of course, at night it's a little bit darker. Yeah. But I think, what else do you love about this place?
I love this place and because we have innovation. Details here. Right,
so the electric curtains, and then the electric toilet or automatic toilet, is that the right word?
And glass with radio.
Oh right, the mirror in the bathroom. Yes,
in the bathroom with radio.
Right, so lots of 20-25 features. I think it's a little bit fancy, maybe too fancy for you and I. We're a little bit more down-to-earth, normal guys. I'm not sure about Max over here. Max is the cameraman, really, so... So now I'm going to go over the prices with you, and I'm going to let you know of what the price is for rent. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind, Yuri, which you know, of course, already. This is a business class apartment, so it's built to a higher standard. Also, there's the below-ground parking. We're very close to metro stations. Actually, 2 we can walk to in about 10 minutes or so in either direction. And of course the concierge downstairs to come in the building as well. So yeah, this is built to a higher class than other apartments. In Russia, they've got economy class, comfort class,
business class, elite class.
Right, and then we need to go see an elite apartment one day. Maybe Yuri's apartment's elite and he's not told me about it. So yeah, if you want to rent this place, now also how close we are to Moscow as well. It's reasonably close. The main highway is not too far away by car. The metro back into the city is not far away. Now this would rent fully furnished. So exactly what you've seen as we've walked around. Everything literally right down to the coffee pods on the countertop are all part of that. So 100,000 rubles per month is what you'd be paying. And then there would also be some utilities, so water, electricity, which would be not a whole lot, probably about $30 per month, depending on summer and winter. So that would work out in US currency, $983 per month, 945 euros per month, and 805 pounds. Actually, also, we forgot to mention that it's on the 15th level. So you do sometimes pay a little bit more for higher floors.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Now, if you'd like to buy this place, now there is a few for sale in this building. The prices do vary quite a lot depending on the finishing. So Yuri's finishing versus someone else's finishing, the price would vary. And also the furnishings.
Yeah.
I think the quality of the sofa or the table or the TV. And if Max was to come along with the purchase, you get Max included. Yeah, he comes as the bonus to the apartment. So approximately 15 million rubles.
White box, not finished.
Right, so the price would be a little bit higher depending on the finish in the apartment. So if you might want something a little bit higher quality for the oven or the fridge, the fancy toilet, it's going to vary the price. So in exchange rate comparisons, 147,000 US dollars, 141,000 euros, and 120,000 British pounds. So I think 15 million is a good starting price, but I think depending on if you went to see 2 or 3 of these, you'd be probably willing to pay more for one and less for another, depending on the finish. Now, Yuri, the standard that you set is very high for everybody. And, you know, you're coming in like we did today, and you're really looking at every corner and every part of it. And it's interesting to see you doing this because, you know, sometimes in our own apartments, we don't look that closely. So, yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, what should everybody do?
Yeah.
What should everybody do, Max?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. And you can give Max a thumbs up or a comment that Max is single and ready to mingle. If you come to Russia, you can get an apartment and Max included. That'll be a little bit more money than 15 million though, I think. So yeah, post a comment, let me know what you think. And Yuri's details will be in the description of the video. You can look at his YouTube channel or his contact information on WhatsApp and Telegram. So if you're interested in apartments just like this, and in the condition this is, he can take an apartment that's got no finishing, and this is what he'll give you back as a set of keys.
Yeah.
Right? Simple as that. If you want to see or join me on my Telegram channel, right above Max's head is the link to my Telegram channel. And just above your head, Yuri, will be another video. Maybe we'll put a link to another one of your apartments that maybe everyone hasn't seen before. Okay, everybody, I'm off on another adventure. Bye.
Bye-bye.